everybody, Jesus loves you. My name's Cody, and you are watching the Friday episode of the Christian News Show thing that I do. And I know our first story is not Christian news, but I'm excited because I'm an American that the referees are back in the NFL. And if you saw the referee call in the Green Bay vs. Seahawks game, you know why I'm excited about that. But I'm not even a fan of either of those teams. If you don't know what's going on, the referees were replaced with like high school referees because they couldn't figure out how to pay the referees that they have now. Pretty much what they want is they wanted these referees to work full time, even though they work 17 days out of the year. And when you're asking people who get paid way more with their real job than their referee job, you're gonna understand like the lawyers and doctors aren't gonna want to be referees full time. Regardless, they're back. I'm happy. Let's move on. And in other awesome news, President Obama shared his appreciation to Christian groups who go up against sex trafficking. And not just sex trafficking in general, he talked about each different type of slavery that's out there today. And then after that, he gave specific group names and told them thank you for their work because they risk their lives sometimes to do what they do. It's just really cool to see the president going out and telling Christian groups, hey, we really, really appreciate what you're doing to better the world. In other news, have you ever gone to church and the pastor tells you that Christians are doing no better in marriages than anybody else? And they always say this fact that the divorce rate is the same for Christians as it is for the rest of the world. Well, fact checker checked this out, and it turns out that that is not true. It turns out the couples that take marriage to a religious level tend to stay together more than people who don't. And even though this is really great news, you still have the fact that Christian divorces are at a really high rate. Not as high as everybody's, but still pretty high. And it says in Hebrews 13:4, marriage should be honored by all. Question is, do we? And our final story of the day is about the United Nations. Because over the last week they've been talking about an international law that would ban blasphemy. And for the looks of it, it seems like a lot of people are in favor of this, including Obama. And I can kind of see why with all the violence that erupted in the Middle East because of an anti-Islam video made in the United States. But even though I see the point in the law, it still scares me that we're taking a law that's international and going against our First Amendment right of freedom of speech. It means we're literally going to take a one world government's law and use that and override our own country's law. Now don't get me wrong, I do see this as like a law that's, you know, it's harmless. It's not going up against our laws in a really big way, but it could be the start of something, and that is always worrisome. Anyways, I'll try to keep you guys updated on it, but I want to know what you guys think, so question of the day. Do you think we should have this no blasphemy law, or do you think that goes against our freedom of speech? We should still be able to say whatever we want, no matter how hateful it is towards a certain group of people. But as always, please leave a comment in the comment section below with your answer. Leave a video response, whatever you want to do. That's all I found interesting in the news today. So in closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody like to subscribe. I will see you later, and God bless.